Okay, I should be back. I am going to go check. Sorry about that, everybody. That's what it is, isn't it? We don't stress. Here's what it is. All right. Cool. Let's close that one. And I'm quite sure the pause probably wasn't on my best angle as well. Right, let me check. All right. I believe you got me checking. So yes, again, if you're there live, please do me a favor and comment. Just let me know that it's all good. You can hear me, that we are streaming and it's all good. And then we're going to continue with our 5 lines. That's where we were at. All right. Okay. We are doing very well for time today. We're definitely going to do it within the 2 hours, which is going to be beautiful. So I always thank you for being here because, you know, I love to talk. God, I've got a lot of flies buzzing around me today. What does that mean? Right, let me go in. All right, I'm going to... Oh. All right, it's looking good to me. There's no comments, so I'm going to presume it's all good, okay? Someone scream at me somehow if it's not, but let's say that it's all good. So we're on our line 5s. And again, you can see now we've got the line 4. It's about you, your community, like connecting with your community. Yeah, networking so you can bring people into your community. That's our line 4s. And then line 5, it's like everybody, okay? But please, the shadow of our line 5 is this desire to be the savior. I want to be the one. I am here to save everybody. If you believe that, you are gonna absolutely exhaust yourself, because when you peer from behind that curtain and everyone looks at you for those practical solutions, you're gonna want to save everybody and you simply can't. Yeah, they're not all for you. They're not all your fractal family. And you're going to spread yourself too thinly. And therefore, those that you are designed to be here for, your fractal family, will not get you in your fullest potential. Okay, so it does a disservice to everyone. So remember, with our line 5s, we're peering out from behind the curtain. Your discernment is who. When everyone looks at you and they say, come on, solution provider, give me what I need, you discern who, and then close your curtain. Retreat. And that's where, look at your other profile line. What is your other profile line? Is it the 1? Yeah, maybe you're a 5-1. Because when you close the curtain, do you know what it's time? It's time to go and investigate. Time to go and build the foundation so you can then create the next practical solutions for the next time you feel that 5 line and you want to draw the curtain back again. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, is this flow within us. And our line 6s, yeah, the visionaries, the trusted role models. We are overseeing. It's on that roof we have a stage where we go on the roof of the house. Like the line 6, you know, it's the last one of the hexagram. We actually are looking to the next hexagram already. What is it that our line 1s are then going to investigate? The shadow for us, line 6s, 6-2 here, not being in integrity. We're the trusted role models. If you are not the role model, as in behind the scenes, you are not actively living and breathing the vision which you share to others, you are not in integrity, and that will be felt. Like as a line 6, so obviously I'm a 6-2, yeah. So as a line 6, like I know this one, like out of all of, you know, wherever you are in your human design journey, like you learn you in your chart first. Yeah, I know my chart, like, well, I say I know it inside out, but it's not quite like that, but you get what I mean. So like a 6-2, like I really understand a 6-2 on a deep cellular level because I am one. Do you know what I mean? 5-1, I understand, I can see, but I don't know on a deep cellular level. I am not one. Doesn't mean I can't teach you and support you and share, but it is 6-2, like I get that feeling of how harsh we can be on ourselves. And that real, like, you've got to be in integrity. You've got to be in integrity. You've got to be in integrity. Because I've done it with myself to the point where it's like, give me a break. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing my best. Give me a break. I'm still human at the same time. In comes my second line when I'm in that space. All right, let's take some time out. Let's create space for me. Let's go and do what I feel passionate about. Let's go and really activate my natural gifts. Let's just give me space to recoup my energy. Yeah. And then flow back into my sixth line, the visionary, the trusted role model, because I'm walking my talk. Okay. So we bring all of this in with our purpose. These are the roles that you came here to be. Yeah, the visionary. I can't say it often enough. Together is better. That's 6 and 2 working together. Together is better. So now we're going to move on. When I said we were doing well for time, I actually thought we were on the part 2 of this, but we're actually on part 1. So we are doing well-ish for time. Okay. And as I say, I do personally, like, we might overrun by like 15 minutes or so, but I will then need to close it. So let's see how it goes, shall we? So part 2 of this is all about your passion. So why passion? Like, why is that even important? Passion has to do with your heart. When you feel passion, that is what is actually motivating you and energizing you. As I said in the beginning, passion is your motivation. Okay. When you do not feel passion for life and who you are being and what you are doing in life, you will lose the heart connection. And you can then do as much as you want, but it's not going to be felt. Yeah, I honestly believe this. Natural passion is the key to success and impact. When you naturally feel passionate about something and somebody, about you, about life, about what you're doing, that is the key to your success and impact. So if what you're doing now in a personal capacity or in a business capacity, you do not feel passionate about, pause, stop, like tweak, shift, pivot, adapt, please, please, please. Because all that will happen is you're going to keep pushing, you're going to keep forcing, you will not receive the success and the impact you desire. You may receive money, but again, we're playing long-term game here. This is longevity in this. Prosperity, health, wealth, happiness, that fulfillment. Okay. So I've got to fly, really, like literally landing on my screen. I'm just going to see if I can buzz it away because it's annoying me. Right, let me have some water while I stop getting frustrated. How can I feel satisfied about the fly? So where are we looking in our design for this? Okay, so we are looking, there's 2 pieces within your charts that we're looking at for this. The first one is your Venus. So Venus is about values. Okay, your values are your benchmark for everything. If something you are doing is not in alignment with your values, it is not for you. Full stop. Like, there's no room for negotiation with this. And whenever anyone comes into my world, the first thing I always encourage them, and I've got a little quiz that I give, is what are your values? Because you will be surprised. Not a lot of people can actually be clear on what their values are. So how do you have a benchmark for what is aligned for you or not if you do not know your values? Yeah, this, your Venus, your values, plus the other bit that we're going to talk about today creates the context for everything. And it can help you go, okay, is this that is being presented to me? Is this the idea of what I've had to do? Is it within this context? Yes, let's go. No, let it go. It's not for you. Not all your source of ideas and inspirations are for you. The discernment is like within you as to what is correct for you now at this moment in time. Okay, so we're looking at your Venus. So grab your human design chart. I'm going to show you, hopefully, in fact, before I share, let's actually find it. Okay, I haven't got one for Venus, but I have it for the next piece, which is, so I'm going to just share my chart. Oh, just show you where it is. Okay. So again, we're going to bring in gene keys as well here. We are looking here. You see this symbol here? So you see for me, I've got a 1.4 in my personality. We can jump over. We're looking here, 46.2. Okay. That's what we're looking at. So go and have a look on that on your chart. I need to reopen my gene keys. For some reason, I closed it. Okay. Right. Can you all see? I'm hoping so. So this is where you then also look at your gene keys, okay, and we need to bring in the language. So in your gene keys, your Venus personality is IQ in gene keys, and your IQ relates to your mental intelligence. And this is what became active in you from the ages of approximately 14 to 21. So when you were 14 to 21 and you were, you know, growing, living, evolving, expanding, potentially the shadow of this, you developed as an unhealthy expression to protect yourself. So if you grew up in an environment that was not necessarily supportive of you and your highest potential and your strengths and your gifts and your talents, which in all honesty, the majority of us were not, because the point of evolution in the world when we were born, I'm 44, 1978, it was different. It wasn't as evolved as it is today. So this is the change that we're looking to create. This is the huge change that I'm looking to create in the world, to raise our generations differently. So this work that we're doing now won't be required in the capacity or in the depth that we're doing now, because we've literally raised a generation differently. And one of the lives in the human design and money game, I said that, like, these tools, human design and gene keys, like, they may be used, but in a different capacity. It won't be about the deconditioning. It won't be about the healing. It's going to be about the focus, the remembrance of your gifts, your strengths, your talents. Again, my sixth line, that's my vision. I'm starting to introduce that into the world now, today, on a small scale, which I hope will grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay, so your IQ is your mental intelligence. So let's use me as an example. We've got the words right here. Okay, we have the words right here. The shadow, entropy. The gift, freshness. The city, beauty. From the ages of around 14 to 21, potentially, and I'm always going to use that word potentially because I don't know you. Yeah, we live in a world of potentiality. Unless I know you and your specifics and I have conversations with you, can't say for sure. But for me, absolutely this happened. I developed the unhealthy expression of this frequency that I have active within me. Okay. So again, we're looking at that line of frequency there. Unhealthy expression, entropy. Then we've got freshness, then we've got beauty. So because of my environment, and as human beings, we're really good at adapting to our environment and giving our authority to others within our environment, I developed the defense mechanism of entropy to protect myself. So unless I bring an awareness to this, I will continue to live that way for the rest of my life. Luckily, I brought an awareness to it. And so I'm able to see when I react to circumstances, a situation, maybe another being, in the unhealthy expression of entropy, which means numbness. In the talk of like nervous system regulation, it's I freeze. I just go numb. And absolutely, this is a non-serving pattern that played out. When I was in a state, or when I was in circumstances or a situation that activated fear within me, instead of finding that courage and that confidence, I protected myself from actually experiencing those sensations in my body. And how do I protect myself? In the unhealthy expression of entropy. I just go numb. Nope, not happening. Like it's not even in existence. I just go numb. And as a consequence, I'm in my unhealthy expression. Okay, I'm protecting myself. And again, this is a defense mechanism I took on from the ages of 14 to 21 mentally. All right, so I'm repeating these patterns of my past when I maintain that unhealthy expression of entropy. And what I am actually doing is not only protecting myself from the fear, but I'm also protecting myself from the higher expressions of these, which, as you can see, is freshness, beauty, the beauty in the world. And how often have you heard me say, there is beauty in everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay. This is your Venus personality. And when you operate in the gift expression of this, you will align yourself to the passion that you feel in life. So for me, in my example, instead of going numb, let's go there. Let's feel those sensations. Let's really allow myself to move through so I can experience the beauty that is on the other side, the freshness that is gonna like become active in me. So in place of that non-serving pattern that again I created to protect myself in my past, 14 to 21, and just going numb, I just choose to be different. I just choose to experience that circumstance, that situation differently. And again, we're looking at Gene Keys so we can bring in the language for this. Okay. And then the other one, which is your, so I can show you, which is here. No, sorry, here, Mercury, Venus. So here is your Venus. Okay. 46 is mine, which is your SQ in Gene Keys. So you can look at your SQ and the language, and your SQ is your spiritual intelligence, developed from the ages of 0 to 7. Again, you've got no conscious awareness at this point in time. All you are doing from that age of 0 to 7 is adapting to your environment and identifying with it. You got to look at who was in your environment at that point in time. What were their non-serving patterns? And are you identifying with those today? Because that is what is disconnecting you from your passion about life. So let's look at my words. Seriousness. Oh, if you meet my parents, you'll go, all right, get it. They're very serious. When I am perceiving myself, my circumstances, life through the lens of seriousness, I am in my unhealthy expression. And I've simply developed that. I've identified as being serious because of the environment when I, from 0 to 7. But I'm not 0 to 7 now. I'm 44. I can choose to be differently with this awareness, with this language that is being presented to us via our gene keys. Delight. Okay, so when I can feel myself feeling serious, I just pause and go, okay, how can I feel more delightful about this? Can I find the delight in all circumstances, in all experiences? Again, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And when I do that, I start to feel passionate about life. The circumstances do not dictate if I feel that passion. I do by shifting my states. Yeah, does that make sense? Like, go look at your words. See what kind of comes through for you in accordance to what your words are. Yeah. And then the other part that we look, in fact, I just want to just check. I'm just going to go see if there's any kind of comments on that, because it really is this piece that is so crucial. And I do see, and I don't enjoy that word, but it is what it is. I see lacking quite a lot in the world, which is about passion and not feeling passionate about life. And it's because we're kind of stuck in these non-serving patterns. So look at your IQ, look at your SQ, mental intelligence, spiritual intelligence. What defense mechanisms, i.e. the shadow, the unhealthy expression, have you taken on that you can still see playing out and choose to change? You'll then feel passionate about life, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of what is playing out. They don't need to change, you do. And you're going to experience life so differently, I promise you. Okay. So the other piece within your passion is your north node and your south node. Okay. This is about your who. Okay. Your fractal family. Like, it's everything, this point of attraction for your fractal family. Your north node and your south node are what are called your vision and your mission. And when you are in alignment with your vision and your mission, and you are sharing your vision and your mission, and you're in the context of everything you do, being within your vision and your mission, and you feel passionate about your vision and your mission, okay, you're the point of attraction for your who, for your fractal family. When you show up aligned with your vision and your mission, your soul's passion, you're going to call them in. You will call them in. I did a post on my profile a while back about this that I will share in here as well. So you can all just have a look about that. So let's share. Here we go. Cut the right one. I lost it. Okay, let's. Okay, here they are. Look down the bottom. Okay, so look at your human design charts. There's no connection to gene keys with this one. Okay, so this is one you might want to share in the comments what yours are. And as I say, I'll put that post in here as well. So I'll share that in here because you might want to put it on there. But as I say, over the next couple of weeks, I'll come in. So you might not get an immediate response from me, but you will get a response. Okay, so this little one here, again, in personality and in design, is your north node. And then the one that, you know, is the opposite way around is your south node. Your north node, your North Star, it's your guiding light. It's the change that you came here to be. This is your vision. It's what you see. Again, the change that you came here to be. Your South node is your soul's mission. This is the mission your soul has been on in past lives, in this life, and will continue to be on in future lives. So you want to learn the frequencies within these, okay? And again, there's no gene keys language to bring in here, so you might want to put them in, okay? But you've got to let me know. Don't just put numbers in, because I won't know if that's going to be like your north node, your south node. But let me know, this is my north node, this, yeah, like, and ask me to elaborate, all right? So just to be clear, if there's just numbers, I won't know if that's going to be your Venus, your life's work, your north node, your south node, okay? So help me out so I can help you out. And I'm going to share, obviously, using my example, because when you're clear on your vision and mission, again, it's going to activate the passion in you, and it's really going to give you this solid context. This is my vision. This is the change that I came to be in the world. This is literally what I'm creating, my vision. This is my mission. And I'll give you an example for me. My vision is together is better. That's my vision for the world, for everyone to play together is better. Doing life together is much better. Doing life with all parts and pieces of you is better. No more separation. Together is better. Come on, we're in this together. Let's create the change together. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no hierarchy. Again, remember my incarnation cross, we all lead together. That's my vision. Hashtag together is better. Hashtag together is better. Hashtag together is better. Like, that's it. That's all you'll ever hear from me. So if you are like, oh my God, yes, I love that vision, you are in alignment with my vision, potentially you are within my fractal family, and we're going to play together. Maybe that's why you're here. Okay? My mission is to put self-expression at the heart of education. Yeah, there's a huge teaching theme within me. The role model, the visionary, that sixth line. My entire life experience has been within teaching. So this is where sometimes you want to put your charts to one side and actually look at your life experience. What is the natural unfolding that has gone on? I used to, when I was younger, sit in my parents' porch and play teacher. You know, my teddies, I had, you know, the register and everything. I then became an English language teacher. I teach very well. I teach human design gene keys. I am exceptional at teaching. I know this. Education is a huge part and like influence in my life. However, I want to put self-expression there. I don't want it to be, you know, everyone, and I am thinking in the context, but again, this will unfold for me. I don't have all the parts and pieces now. Thinking, you know, as the classroom as it is, and it's like one size fits all, that's incorrect. I want to bring human design via my playbooks into education. I've started to do that by educating you, the parents, potentially, the other people that can then teach future generations, potentially. Yeah, you can see how it all fits in together. So go and have a look what yours are. And again, even if you might want my insights into what your vision and mission are, or you can just go, like literally Google Human Design Gate 6. Read, research. It's up to you how you want to do this. Yeah. So you can bring in a Gene Keys reference with this. Okay, you can. So what do I mean by that? So, you know, like I just said, you can Google Human Design Gate 6. Okay. Although there's no translation into your specific Gene Keys chart, the language of the frequency of this that is in Gene Keys can support you. So this is where you can say Gene Keys profile 6. Look at the language. So in your playbooks, I don't only give the shadow, the gift, the city, I give the repressed state, the reactive state. So you can see ways of being. So I'll give you with my example. So I've got, for me, both my north node is 6 and my south node is 36. Yours may be different. So you might be looking at two separate things. It's just mine is like spectacularly like clear, and it's the same in both my personality and design. So in 6, in human design, it's the energy is learning to grow through being emotionally intelligent in moments of war and conflict. The Gene Keys reference for this, the shadow is conflict, the gift, diplomacy, the city, peace, repressed state, over attentive, reactive state, tactless. My shadow is conflict. Most of my relationships in the past have involved a lot of conflict. I have not been emotionally intelligent in those moments of war and conflict. I have not been in my gift diplomatic. I now am most of the time, not all of the time, still human. Okay. This is part of my vision. Can we be with each other and disagree and not allow that to escalate into some huge conflict? Can we be diplomatic in our communication? Can we communicate these differences in a way where we just accept that we are different? You see how this all ties in with everything I talk about? It's my vision. The South Node, my mission. Okay, again, put in self-expression at the heart of education. 36, human design. The energy is about the full range and depth of emotions, being ready for manifestation. The shadow is turbulence in Gene Keys terminology, gift, humanity, city, compassion, repressed state, nervousness, reactive state, crisis prone. What does that mean? My mission, the only way we can put self-expression at the heart of education is when we can teach and permit everyone that it is safe, it is okay to experience everything. The good, the bad, the ugly. That is how you are ready for your manifestations. It's not a mind game. It's not about visualizations. It's feelings. It's going within. Shadow turbulence. Yeah, it feels all a bit, you know, like that roller coaster. Oh, the gift, humanity. Let's be human about all of this. The city, compassion. We're gonna get things. We're gonna do things imperfectly, and that's okay. Like, that's okay. Don't let us stop doing things because of that. Okay. So in terms of your passion, you're going to be looking at your Venus. You can go to your Gene Keys for that, IQ, SQ. You're also going to be looking at your North Node, which is your vision, and your South Node, your mission. And now we're going to move into the last piece, which is all about your profit / prosperity. Yeah, like we can use both. So most of this is what's really going to build on from human design and the money game. This information is kind of supporting that. So please make sure you've watched those replays. You have until the 20th of June to complete those. It's really going to assist you with what I'm going to talk about now. So with human design and the money game, I spoke about like selling. So using our centers to sell and using our centers to leverage in business. It's all a game of attraction. So your open centers are going to attract the defined centers of the others. I talk a lot more about that in human design and the money game. Remember, this openness that we have that attracts the definedness of the others, and the other way, our definedness attracts the openness of the others. It's how we're going to complete the game together. Hashtag together is better. Yeah, we're not designed to do life alone. We're designed to do this together. Okay, you see why I love human design so much. Yeah, it's like crazy. So I said before in human design and the money game, which is a quick reiteration, your open centers, any openness in your chart, in the centers, in the gates, in the channels, are where you go to school in life. We're going to focus on the centers for this because they are your profit potentials. Your open centers are where you go to school in life, and it's the themes within those centers that you are here to learn and the infinite wisdom that lives within that. So when we're looking at the open centers, that's any of those colored pieces that are white. So if we look at my chart, you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, like either open or undefined centers. For clarity here, I'm just going to call them open centers. However, it does have a gate that's colored in, it's undefined, but let's just go open centers. Anything that's white is where you go to school in life. It's open. You're going to absorb the energy of others. Your work is to not identify with that and then be in your not self. Your work is to absorb it, take the wisdom that you need, because hopefully you are interacting and engaging with those that are correct for you, that are here to support you in your growth and expansion, and then move on. Like literally move on. So you always want to know what are your open centers and what are your defined centers. With our open centers, again, it's where you go to school in life. We need to know the themes in each of these centers. Your defined centers are where you have consistent access to the theme, the energy. You know, they're energetic portals within you. And these portals with the channels create that communication system, which is what we're looking for. That helps us with our flow state. Okay. However, so in your defined centers, you've got consistent access to the themes, the energy that's there. However, you're also fixed. This means you may not be very open to change, to others. That's neither good nor bad. It just is. So if it's defined, there is the potential that you're actually not going to listen to anyone, because you're like, no, this is, you know, I've got access here. Like, this is it. Okay. So because you're potentially not going to listen to anyone, you may not learn. Okay. However, the caveat here is if you are in your true self, this is a beautiful strength that you have to give to the world. So there's always nuances within this, and the nuance is always, are you in your true expression or not? Are you in your true expression or not? If you are, this is perfect. We all get to play together. If you're not, you've got to do a little bit of cleaning up behind the scene and then come and play. Yeah. And again, this isn't like you go clean it all up and then come and play. Like, it's lifelong. Like, it's always going to be like unfolded. Like, you're always going to be bringing new different things to the table in terms of your personal journey, your growth and your evolution. Okay. So the bit that I wanted to add to clarify the teachings that I gave in human design and the money game. Okay. And again, you've got until the 20th of June to watch those replays, is this. It's how you're going to use these within your business. Okay, so this is a little bit business focused now. Not going to go through the themes of each center. One reason, time. The other reason, it's in human design and the money game. Okay, if you're in the experience, you will receive a really great resource that will give you the theme for each center. And for those in the experiment, you also will get that resource, but we're going to work on deconditioning your centers as well on a personal level. Okay, so your openness is also called your profit potential. The nuance, as always, is it's only possible to be your profit potential if you are deconditioned in that center. Yeah, that's it. Like, it just is. Like, you can judge yourself, you can hate yourself, you can think you're not as far along as you are, but like, it just is. Like, you've got to start with where you are, be honest with where you are, and then you get to move. So if you are in the process of deconditioning your open centers, the ones that are white, then you are the point of attraction for those that are defined. And through the strength you have here and the wisdom that you have obtained through your deconditioning, you can now activate the gift in them and their definition, the strength in them and their definition. You can shift them back to their healthy expression. Okay. That's why it's called the profit potential. There's potential for you to have impact through that way. Now, if it's defined, you want to leverage this in your business. These are your strengths. These are what people come to you for. You create your offers and you deliver your offers through your definition. We sell through our openness if we've embodied the wisdom that lives there, but we create and deliver our offers through our definition. If you create and deliver your offers through your openness, you will burn out. It is a non-sustainable way for you and your energy to do business. And in the experiment, this is what we're really diving into. It's your unique strategic source, not only with the centers, but with your gifts and your channels as well. So you will create your offers. You will know how to deliver your business in a way that is really sustainable for you and your energy. It's beautiful, okay? So we never want to be delivering through our openness. We are selling only if, this is the huge caveat, we are embodied in the wisdom of that. And I'm going to give you examples, okay? So I have an open ego. Yeah, my wisdom comes through my life experiences. That is true for all of us. And so I've had a lot of life experiences about the not enoughness, about promising things that I'm not able to deliver, about willpower, i.e. lack of willpower. I've had a lot of experiences, a lot of life experiences, a lot of situations and circumstances have been presented for me where I've had to check in with myself and do my own inner work to discern, am I identifying with this energy that I've absorbed? Because potentially I've absorbed that from somebody that is not in their healthy expression. Like, is this the truth? Like, this sensation of not enough that I am consistently absorbing through that open ego. Okay, because look at the world. How many people feel this and believe this about themselves? I'm like walking, absorbing it, going, oh, and then I amplify it. My work is to not identify with it. That's not the truth. I am enough. And to identify with my truth. Through these life experiences, therein lies the wisdom in the embodiment of this truth. and I can sell that as the transformation. But I will not create my offer through the theme that is in that open ego. So if I created an offer and I delivered that offer through my open ego, I would not be in alignment. And that is things like holding people accountable. That there's a word that's escaping me here. What is it? It's not disciplined. I'm sure it begins with D. It's one of the themes of the ego, and it's literally gone out of my mind. So the ego is about willpower, drive. That's it. It's about willpower. It's about drive. It's about this, like, just this confidence and, like, you know, who you are. Like, I am enough. If in my office, I'm delivering that. So I've got the drive for you. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to promise you things. I'm going to guarantee you results. I'm going to end up feeling quite depleted in the delivery of those in my office because it's not aligned for me, because I don't have consistent access to that energy. Yeah. So in place of that, what I deliver in my office, what I create is through my defined centers. For example, my G center, identity, direction. Come into my space. What I will deliver for you is direction for you. What I will reflect back to you, what I'm able to deliver to you, is connection to you and your identity. I have consistent access to this within me, and therefore I can leverage this in my business. Okay. And it will support my energy because I don't need to go anywhere to get that. Like, it's always available for me. So therefore I can leverage it in my business and provide it for you. Okay. That is what we're looking for in terms of business, in terms of, you know, this is why I called this little section profit, because it's not just about profit in terms of like making money. It's making money in a way that is very sustainable for you and your energy. We are way beyond the old paradigm of a business that is about force, that is about, you know, pushing through, that is about overgiving, overextending our energy. We want to create a business that is very sustainable and feels good for us and supports our energy. So we've got to learn our natural energy and create it with that. Okay. Does that make sense? So one thing that you can do right now, again, this is business focused, but is stop including things and offering things within your business where through your undefined centers. Okay. If you do want to offer this is where, again, together is better. You can bring other people in. But in all honesty, if you're not in a space right now within your business where you're going to grow a team, like, just focus on you, look at your defined centers, the themes of those defined centers, and leverage those in your business. The openness you can sell through human design and the money game. There's a whole live about that you can dive into. Okay. Again, we're going to really be diving into that in the experiment. Yeah, this is where we're going to create your unique secret sauce. There's a lot of people that teach strategies that are aligned for them. So I could teach you my business strategies, but they're not going to work for you. Some might not. It's, you know, it's like throwing spaghetti at a wall. Let's try that. Let's not try that. Okay. This is about creating strategies aligned for you using your design. They will work. Like, they will work. Okay. We're going to be looking, as I say, at the centers, the gates, and the channels, and creating your offers and leveraging these in your business. Yeah, it's your experiment. We're going to create, we're going to play, we're going to tweak, we're going to shift, we're going to adapt. It's a really practical understanding of what you're doing and translating that so you can change it. Okay. So if you were like, oh my God, that was just like beautiful, and you want to dive in specifically for you, like honestly, look at the experiment. It's my 6-month mastermind and coaching program. And it's really for those that are committed to building and scaling their business whilst fully embodying their human design. If you're in the experience, we are going to dive into the themes of these centers so you can apply it to your chart. Okay. Yeah, like it's a 6-week program. It's different containers, different spaces. So, you know, different levels that you dive into. But in the experience, you know, there's a huge part of this where we're going to dive into the themes of all of these centers. You just look at your chart, which are defined, leverage those. You know what I mean? We're all clever human beings, in my opinion. So I'm going to start to wrap this up now. Okay, I would love your feedback on this. I would love your feedback on this. So put it in the comments. You can do a separate post in the group, whatever feels good for you. Your purpose, that's your focus. Okay, your incarnation across your profile is going to help you with that focus. Your passion is your motivation. Your Venus, your North Node, your South Node is what's going to give you that motivation, your why. And your profit, this is the byproduct of you delivering your work. Use your centers, your defined centers to leverage that. Use your open centers if, huge if, capital letters if, you have embodied the wisdom. Only you can discern that for yourself. All right. All of this is within the charts for you. All right. And a wonderful colleague, Natasha Black, who is actually in this group. So I saw her request today. She put something, so it was in the Alpha Femme group, and they've got like a human design thread. And someone was like, oh, like a lot of people today are like, oh, I want to like be a human design reader. And it's great to learn parts and pieces of your chart as you have done today. However, it really is the synthesis of the entirety of your chart that will create the change you want. And she put this in a comment to that, and I was just like, that was spot on. So I want to share that with you. And she said this: there's being able to read a chart piece by piece and then being able to synthesize the chart. There really is a difference when you can give someone the awareness of their conundrums and where elements of their charts rub up against each other, causing their challenges. Like, that's why I love human design so much. And Jinkies, we can bring it in, give ourselves that language, another layer to it. It really creates this beautiful understanding of us all. We are different. Yeah, we have challenges. Why are those challenges playing out? The bigger perspective of that. Who am I? Not just a certain part of my design. You're not just a 5/1 profile. You are all of you. Can you zoom out? Can you look not only at the individual pieces, but how they all fit together so you can be the truest potential, the fullest expression of yourself? Another, I've got a defined throat that's all about expression, manifestation. I leverage that in my business. You step into my world, it's a strength I have to support you on your journey. Okay. I cannot say it enough. Yeah. Hashtag together is better. Together is better. There's really like what I want to see in the world. Again, that 44, that teamwork. You can see how like what I talk about is like this piece, this piece, this piece. And it all comes into this essence of me, this central point. Which is that together is better. It's that vision. Yeah. How do I bring that vision to life? Through my mission. That gives me passion for life. Even on the days when I wake up and I feel a bit crap. Human, we all will. I still feel passionate about my breath, about living, about existing, about the change that I came here to be. Okay, that's what I want for all of us. And I want us to be doing this together. It's so important that we learn to do this together. We've gone on that journey. Yeah. Law of attraction, thoughts become things, mental intelligence, a lot of emotional intelligence. Now we need to be emotionally intelligent beings. So we're not being reactive to each other. And in place, we can create that little pause and be responsive to each other. We can feel safe. We can feel calm in the chaos. We can be okay in the conflict. It's not personal. How can I navigate this so it actually serves and supports all of us? Spiritual intelligence is the next piece. We're moving into that for the masses. Yeah, that deep, deep connection to who we are and our soul's work. That's what I'm here for. You know, that's why I'm getting loud and proud now, if you will. It's like, I do feel it's like, okay, let's move this. This is part of what I've come to bring through. No coincidence. I'm 44. My Chiron return is going to start soon. We're moving into 2027. Again, human design and the money game talks a little bit about that. There's no coincidence that it's all, you know, materializing now. That's it. The journey that I've gone on to now is now that I'm a 6'2". Yeah, those 30 years, you know, in as a line 3 and then up on the roof. And now, you know, I'm starting to, you know, look down. Am I ready to come down? Is it time? Is it time? Is it time? See? I want you to see you in this capacity, because that's when you will move consistently. That's when you will move in a way that feels very correct for you and in alignment with you. All right. So, special offers. That completes this. As I said, I'm going to give you special offers. It's going to take about 2 minutes to do this. It's going to be very quick. If you want to learn a little more, if you go into the guides, there's special offers. I actually updated it beforehand, so you can go and you can read more. You're very welcome to reach out to me. The 2 special offers I have, and this is in celebration of me seeing pink on Sunday. So these are available until the end of the day on Sunday. So the 11th of June. When I finish at the pink concert, I am going to take away the links. Yeah, so I will archive the link, so it will no longer be available. So you have until the end of the day, Sunday, to make a decision. I am going to put a little piece in here. If you really are like, oh my God, yes, I want, but you're not in a position financially, you are very welcome to reach out to me. Or if you want a little extent, like, reach out. But the links I give in here are going to be here until the end of the day, Sunday. I'm going to share these on my profile as well. So this is going to be available for everybody. If you need more time, or you want to open a conversation about how I can support you because you really want to be in one of these offers, let's open that conversation. Together is better, remember? Okay. So you can go to the guide special offers, the first one, read about each one. The 2 that I feel are going to be really supportive of everyone in this space. One is the experience. That is my 6-week live program, okay, which is to master the art of being you. Over the 6 weeks, you're going to receive teach-ins on human design and gene keys, so you can fully understand and implement and integrate your chart. But it's like you're in, so it's going to be delivered in a private Facebook group, but it's like, I'm going to deliver the teachings. It's going to be similar to this. You have your chart, you apply it. Okay, 6 weeks we're going to be in together. I'm going to be delivering it live. It's the only time I'm going to do this live. After that, it's going to be an evergreen program. So through me delivering this live, what that means is you get to ask me questions. You get to have my insights. You get me in there with you. So it's a beautiful time to do it now, because after that, you'll receive the teachings, but not me. And I am the bonus. Like, I am the bonus. Like, it is what it is. Like, I am. Okay, so that is usually $399. You can get it for $299 until the end of the day, Sunday. Okay, again, go into the specials. You can read more about it there. There will also be, only on this round, a special Q&A at the end. So we're all going to be on a Zoom call together. And again, you get to ask questions and you'll get some like hot seat coaching from me, which will be super cool. The other one is the experiment. Again, go into the specials, read about this. This is for those that are committed to building and scaling their business whilst fully embodying their human design. We're going to really, we're holding hands in this one together. Yeah, it's a 6-month mastermind and coaching program. You'll have the mastermind calls. You're also going to have your type-to-type calls. You're going to have Voxer support. You're going to have teach-ins that will go into your portal. We're going to create your unique strategic source, and using your unique strategic source, you're going to have a launch. So within those 6 months, you're going to have a launch and get paid to be you. So we're going to walk through it holding hands, so I can guide you, support you, so you can tweak, shift, and adapt it. And then you've got your unique strategic source that you just apply from here on in with your business. This is you, your specific framework. Remember, it's not cookie cutter, it's not one size fits all. This is for you. Okay, so that's the experiment. It's going to run over 6 months. Special offer for this one is £2,000. It's a phenomenal offer. Okay, because also you get access. So I'm doing playbook for coaches, which will run in the autumn. Price for that is $1,500. You're going to get that for free. If you don't have your playbook, you also get your playbook included within this. And I'm going to be documenting everyone that's in the experiment only for this round, documenting your journey. And that will be put in a book that will be released next year. So you're going to get more eyes and ears on you and your business. And everyone knowing that you're doing it in alignment. So they're going to be like, oh my God, yes, I want to work with you. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be great. There is limited space within this because, I want it to really be an intimate container. Now, if you're like, oh my God, I really want to do the experiment, again, you can go into the specials and read more about that. But you're like, I just don't have £2,000 right now. So 2,000 is the special offer. Outside of the special offer, it's 2,500 pay up from 3,000 payment plans. At the moment, I'm offering payment plans 500 a month. However, feel free. We open a conversation if you need a little longer, if you want to do it a little differently. I'm always open to those conversations. Okay. They're the 2 special offers this time. So it's not a special offer on everything as it was last time. That's it. It's in the guides. You can go and have a look. I would love for you to come and play because, yeah, like you've been with me now for a little while. This group itself will remain open until the 20th of June. So you've got an opportunity to catch the replays of this one, which I'm guessing you have if you're now listening to this, but of human design and the money game as well. Feel free, ask questions, comments. I'll be here between now and the 20th of June, supporting you, answering you. And then on the 20th of June, I'm going to remove everybody and then close this group. But you will get an email probably a couple of weeks after that will give you access. So you can always go back and rewatch all of this. Okay, so that's a beautiful bonus simply for choosing to be in this group. Plus, last thing, because then I really have to go. Plus, competition. If, capital if, you share your experience of being in this space. So if you go onto your social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you hang out, and you talk about being in this space and you tag me and you invite people to join in here, yeah, like let them know about this space. They still have until the 20th of June to catch all the replays before it closes. So they still have time. If you share me, this space, your experience on your social media, you will be entered into a spectacular prize. Sheila won the last time and she won the intensive that's worth £1,500. So I'm not playing about with the prizes that I'm giving. It's not like, oh, I don't know, you get 50% off something. It's like you will actually get one of my offers. You can look at my menu and see what they all are. You will get something. So shortly before I close this group on the 20th of June, so probably will be on the 19th, I'll do similar to what I did before. Everyone that has tagged me in a post sharing their experience and inviting somebody in, your name will go into something. I will do a draw and that person will win a prize. I will let you know what that prize is on the day. And that's it. I'm going to very quickly go into the Facebook group just to see if there's any like immediate questions. Again, like give me feedback. Like honestly, it does really support me to receive feedback. Oh well, Elizabeth said my hair looks lush. Thank you. I'm really happy with it. Like I couldn't stand like the grays is the grays, like it is, but it was the dodgy endings that I really wasn't happy with. Okay, I can't see any specific questions. Okay. So again, if you would like me to give you some insights onto your coding, so in human design, that's your gates, in Gene Keys, that's your spheres, you are very welcome to put in a comment, but you've got to let me know what it is. So whether it's your life's work, whether it's your sun, whether it's your Venus, your north node, your south node, okay? Because it's going to be dependent on the feedback that I then give you. All right. Ask questions in the comments. Have a spectacular day. I'm going to be out. I'm not going to be on social media. I believe I probably will check in a little bit over the weekend because I'm now getting ready to go and enjoy pink after setting ice lollies on the playground. Thank you very much for those that were here live. If you're catching the replay, let me know you're catching the replay as well. Just a hashtag replay is suffice for that. Share your experience in the space if you want to be entered into the draw. You've got until the 20th of June to catch up with everything, to let people know who you know this will benefit to come in here, play about as well. Go live your life, be your truest, fullest self. It's time, isn't it? Yeah, like it's time. Cliched as it sounds, one experience in this physical body. Let's enjoy it. Let's really enjoy it. Let's reach out and, you know, ask and receive for all the support that we want. Let's learn ourselves. I mean, that's the best education there is actually learning who you are and what you came here to do. And I think that completes it all. So thank you very much for being here. And I will see you all soon. Ciao, ciao.